I gained 7 stone in just 10 months. I went from this to this, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what happened. So before the weight gain, let me tell you what a typical day looked like for me. So I'd wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'd go for an hour's run. Didn't matter the weather, I was there just doing it. I would come home, shower, eat breakfast, and I would go to work, and I'd work in an office sitting down the whole day. So I'd brought my meal prep with me, which I prepared the night before, took it in Tupperware dishes, so I was all prepared at work. Then when I finished work, I would go to the gym where I would train for about 2 hours, all different types of training, cardio, HIIT, weight training I really enjoyed, and that was me about 2 hours a night. If I wasn't doing the gym training, I would be Thai boxing. I was part of a Thai boxing gym, really enjoy it there, and even had a couple of end-class Thai boxing fights. Nothing serious, but I just really enjoyed being active. I was super confident, quite happy. I did have body issues at the time, but generally I lived a really active, healthy lifestyle. Now, this is where it changed. Now, the start of my 7 stone weight gain in 10 months started in April 2020. And if you remember, that's the start of lockdown, when they closed the schools, businesses, work, and the gym. Now, for me personally, the gym is what started me off, because you've seen what my lifestyle was like, and I was lost. I had no routine and structure, because that was how I stayed disciplined, and everything just fell apart and I went really, really downhill. And by August 2020, a couple of months in, I was drinking alcohol on a daily basis, and I'm not a drinker, and I was binge eating every day, and I wasn't moving out of my room, just staying in my room, getting it all delivered. And this is the sort of food I was eating in one sitting on a daily basis. So the weight was piling on. I wasn't as bothered because I wasn't going out of the house, and I wasn't thinking about fitting back into my clothes, going back into the office. I just wasn't thinking about it. I was just in my own little world, and before I knew it, I was 6 stone heavier, and I was drinking alcohol every day. I wasn't leaving my house. I become a recluse, and winter was just coming in by this point, and I was at rock bottom. By December 2020, I ended up in a psychiatric hospital where I was living there for a month, and I've actually been in there another twice since. So July 2022, I was living back in there for another month, and I was back in there again October 2023, where I was for another 3 to 4 weeks. So as I'm making this video, I'm still healing, and it's very painful to think back and talk about, but if I can make this video and just help one person, then the video has been completely worth making. Even you might be watching this yourself, and you might be completely resonating with what I'm saying. You might be going through something similar. You might know someone that's going through something similar. And the reason I'm making this video is because depression can get anyone at any time. And when it hits you, you feel like there's no way out. Then what was happening is I was in this cycle. I would feel really bad, so I would go and binge more. And I was trying to get comfort because I was very lonely, because I'd isolate myself, but then the food made me feel worse. Then I would stay up all night gaming on the PlayStation, wake up late the next day, feel terrible, and do it all again. So it was a bit of a snowball effect, but there is a lot more to it when I'm talking about the depression. It goes really deep. So if you do want a bit more detail on that, or want me to make a separate video, it would need to be in a separate video, because that's a different story in itself. But that's basically how the weight gain started. But on a plus side, I am in the process of losing the weight again on my journey. I've already lost 2 stone, and I'm going to be documenting me losing the next 5 stone. So if you would like to be part of the journey, part of the process, support, you might be resonating with me, maybe we can do it together. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, comment below if there's anything in particular you'd like to see me make in a video. And yeah, let's get out of this hole and get back to reality.